But then you dropped the song, and then one of the songs you was like, can catch 50 out this FNN. Where did y'all even start going back and forth? And that was a hard ass bar.
He already had songs dissing me, but they was like leaking out. But then when he had my cameraman, because my cameraman was cool with all of us.
J Money,
so
right?
When yeah, but it was 88 who shot this
80,
one.
all right, for sure.
And he was telling Lamim like, hey, shoot this Jace diss for me. And Lamim was already telling me like, I'm not shooting no diss songs for you. Like that's what he told me. Like if I got a song shot with Lamim, it's a song. You feel me? So when Lamim was like, bro, if I shoot this for you, then you can't be mad when I shoot Jace. You feel me? And that's just how it was. He shot they came back to me. He was like, Ken dropping this tomorrow. He was like, but I'm gonna do your even though I told you I wasn't going to, because that's what he told him basically. If he got to do his, then he gonna record my disc, and that's just how it went. It's just a lot of entertainment behind this.
So you was working with 88 first and J Money, because I was paying attention to that. I'm like, damn, like because I want
to be truthful, like J Money, I was the only one trying to shoot with J Money. Like J Money reached out to damn near all of us, and nobody hit him back. But like I'm from Fort Worth, you know, so I'm like J Money, that's J Money 1041. Like hell yeah, he shot with Splurge, he did the Uzi. Like hell yeah, I want to shoot with bro. And ever since then, like we've been locked in. That's my brother for real, bro.
Yes, but so you were working with him before any other Slave Word members, pretty much. That's what you're saying.
Damn near, basically, yeah. Technically, yeah. I did one video with J Money. They seen how clean my came out, and then they wanted some videos by. Bro, that's how that.
And another moment too that tripped me out. How did you and YBN Nahmir getting that back and forth?
Well, how do you know him from back in the day, right?
We used to play the game together. We used to play we was playing San Andreas together.
Before he was even lit?
Before any of that.
Right.
And he was hitting niggas up on Skype. He was like, hey, if you send me $10 on PayPal, I'll shout you out on my YouTube channel. Because his YouTube channel had like a couple thousand subs type shit, some views, because he was doing like the GTA videos, you know? And basically, I just went on Say Cheese and talked about that moment. He came out and was like, I don't know this nigga from a can of paint. Like, nigga, if I wanted to lie about knowing somebody, nigga, I would say I knew Shaq. Like, why the fuck would I say I knew Nahmir, you feel me? So that's when I just hopped on live and was telling him, like, everything only somebody that knew of him or knew him could know. You feel me? I'm bringing up close friends. I'm bringing up what they did. I'm bringing up his friends that he brought with him to the fame. I'm bringing up what they did back then. Like, the niggas that's hard to find anything about on the internet. And then that's when he just finally admitted, like, he knew me type shit. That's just how that shit went.
How did y'all even end up in the same online circle from GTA back in the day? Like, you found him through his YouTube shit? Like,
nah, this shit was so small. Like, how it's a bunch of nerdy ass shit, but how it used to work, it's like, you see the niggas doing GTA 5M, right?
Yeah.
It was basically like that, but San Andreas, so you couldn't talk. It was just typing. But that's how it was. And basically, like, one of the most popular servers at that time, we was both in it type shit. Bro. And then there's just a lot of nerdy shit that linked us up together on Skype. But it wasn't like we was just talking back and forth on Skype. Like, we just came about to each other. I don't know how to explain it for real.
So when he popped off and he took Corday and Almighty J with him, were you kind of looking at that shit like, damn, I want to be a rapper too? Like, what was your perspective on that?
Nah, so what's crazy, what I never really just talked about publicly, I think I did in a few interviews, but I was close, but I knew Almighty J. You feel me? I knew of Nahmir from the Skype situation off the game, but I knew Jay. Like, we was in the same rap group. We was in some little rap group type shit, and it was called Trap Boys Family. And when Dave took off, I was more looking at Jay, like, damn, that nigga made it happen, you know? Because I didn't really know too much of Nahmir, just knew him from the game and that Skype situation. But, like, I was actually making covers for Jay at a point in time, you feel me? So, like, that's why I was like, yeah, I knew it could happen for me type shit, because I'm like, okay, this possible type shit. We going in, well, when Jay popped off with that song, I can admit that I was like, damn, the world is starting to go into a different place as far as musically. you know, because around that time, that's when the Lil Skies and the Industry Plant Method and this was all popping, and the game could be easily extorted at that time. You could just have your way with the rap game at the time. So that's where I noticed, like, okay, this shit getting real. Like, the internet is starting to become a real outlet for niggas to make it out type shit. You feel me?
Because people forget that for like a long time, if you wanted to be a popular rapper, you kind of needed to be like co-signed by a bigger rapper, or like get signed by a label or whatever. And like during that era, it just really, man, it just felt like everybody, even I could think of a lot of lame ass rappers that never had a shot at all ever, who got like $1 million from the label.
Yeah.
And then never recouped a fucking nickel. Like the craziest shit ever. Like it was just it was like a crypto boom.
Yeah, it was that a lot of that shit back then was crazy. Yeah, rap. A lot of them rappers ain't nowhere to be heard from. See, but what's crazy though is a lot of the best rappers from way back then passed away now. You feel me? That's what fucked my head up, you know. Nipsey, X, Juice WRLD, PNB Rock. So it's like, damn, that era really don't got nothing left except for Lil Xan. I ain't heard of Lil Xan in years. I don't know where the fuck he been.
Yeah, I interviewed him a while back. You know, it's like, it's just crazy when you think about how the world treated him, that they treated him like he was the most interesting fucking person on earth, and they published articles about him and posted clips of him every day until like just one day, boom, it just stopped. And they were like, we don't give a fuck anymore. It's over.
Yeah. He was smashing up, like, Lil Xan, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, yeah.
Yeah, he was smashing up cars and shit. All
Yeah.
types of shit.
But it was just very abrupt with them. They went from like talking about every single thing he did to just not mentioning him at all.
Yeah, that's how the industry worked, for real. You as an artist, no matter how much control you have through a contract, you still got like limited control with how you're relevant. You feel me? Like you can do your best, but sometimes the mass majority just control that shit. That's how that shit be.
I mean,
Be a
Lil
lot of
Xan was
crazy
never
shit
really
going
that good musically, and then he didn't take the music serious at all. You know, like he didn't really like
on. Yeah.
go crazy recording and shit. And like a lot of people go crazy recording and they still don't really like come up with that much good music, but he didn't even really try. He was just kind of partying his ass off.
Hell yeah, nah, yeah. That's what I be noticed. Nobody really be caring about music no more. Like about the music. Like I be trying to make shit where I can really have people relate. Like I like talking about shit for real. Like, cause if you look at the underground on a spectrum, my music is the only music that sounds like it's made in a studio booth. You know, the sort of aesthetic of SoundCloud music is to have that distortedness to it, some shit you can vibe to, all that type of shit. But I'll just be trying to aim to make like real type music for real.
Definitely. So, okay, back to the Nahmir thing though. When did you guys start beefing? Because you guys had this infamous Instagram live call where you were getting on his ass for the GD to Crip thing. Where did that come from?
So when we was in the, like, where did it come from, or
Like,
how did it come about on the live?
Yeah, why'd you guys get on live in the first place? Were you already arguing about something?
Yeah, so it was when he said he didn't know me after that interview. And I basically went live and was like, nigga, if I didn't know you, why would I say I knew you? You not nobody to lie about. Like, I
Right.
could lie about knowing so many more crazier people. And when he hopped on live, he kept acting like he swore up and down he didn't know me. He was putting that on gangs and all types of shit. And that's what drove me to start talking about shit only I could know. And then it brought me to bring up how there's a video of him on the internet that still don't got too many views, and he's freestyling outside of a car, and he's banging GD, and now he's banging Crip. So I was asking him, how did that even happen, you know? And I guess he just couldn't even really explain for real. I guess it caught him off guard type shit. But that's how that shit went about. I just started talking about shit that only I could know.
Yeah, I wonder if that was the first time anybody had ever said that to him.
Yeah, I've never seen it before.
He hit
I've
you
never
with the
seen that
classic
happen before.
answer of, it just happened.
It happened.
Oh, bro, that shit legendary.
Legendary.